Act as if everything you desire is already within your reach, waiting for you to claim it. The power that governs all creation is not outside of you but within you. To act as if everything always works out in your favor is not merely wishful thinking. It is to live in a state of certainty, a state of knowing that all you seek is already yours. Close your eyes for a moment and picture your perfect life. What do you see? How does it feel? Is it great wealth you seek? Perfect health you desire? Love or success? It doesn't matter what you desire, for they are all expressions of one fundamental truth. Everything is working out for you because the very act of imagining it draws it closer to you. Now, consider this. Your current reality, no matter how it looks at this present moment in time, it is nothing more than a reflection of past beliefs. It is not fixed, nor is it final. Everything you experience today was created by your old limiting thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. This means that you hold the power within to change your reality. By aligning your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with the reality where everything does indeed work out in your favor, you begin to live as if everything always works out for you. You embrace this power with unwavering faith. It is to acknowledge that you are the architect of your reality. The key is belief, for belief shapes your reality. But how do you cultivate this belief? Begin with a simple truth. Your outer world mirrors your inner world. What you think and feel about most consistently will eventually materialize in your life. This is not wishful thinking, it is the law of creation. You are constantly creating whether you realize it or not. The only question is whether you are creating by design or by default. To act as if everything always works out for you, you must first assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Whatever it is you desire, feel as if it is already done. If it is financial abundance you seek, how would you feel if you were already wealthy? If it's true love you are craving, how would you feel if you were already in a deeply loving relationship? If it be perfect health you desire, how would you feel if your body were already vibrant and strong? Cultivate that feeling within you. Now, live from the end. Not as someone waiting for things to change, but as someone who knows it is done. The power of trusting the universe. Trust the power within. You must feel the reality of your desire with such intensity that it becomes more real to you than your current circumstances. This may seem challenging at first, because your senses will try to dissuade you. Otherwise, you will look to the world around you for validation, and it may seem as if nothing is working out. Child of God, if you like our content, please help us remain ad-free by giving us a like, dropping a comment. God loves me. Subscribe for more, and hit that share tab. These are all free, and helps us spread the love. May God bless you. But remember, your senses are not the final authority, they merely reflect the past. This present moment is your opportunity to rewrite the story, to step into the version of yourself where everything works out. Faith is the bridge between the unseen and the seen. It is the invisible force that turns your inner conviction into your outer reality. When you act as if everything always works out for you without fail, you are nurturing your faith, strengthening your faith. You are no longer reacting to the world around you. Instead, you are creating the reality you desire from within. Let me remind you of something profound, yet often overlooked. You need not worry about the how. How will it come to pass? How will it happen? No, this is not your concern. Your only concern is to remain faithful to living in the end. Remain faithful to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Our Creator will orchestrate events, circumstances, opportunities, and the right people necessary to bring this reality into being. Trust that everything is moving in motion, even if you cannot see it yet. What is required of you is persistence. You must persist in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, even in the face of doubt, fear, or delay. These are but illusions, distractions meant to test. Your faith does not waver. Continue to act as if everything is working out for you, and it will. Now let's discuss the power of your imagination. Imagination is the workshop of the mind where all creation begins. Everything that exists today was once a figment of one's imagination. Someone imagined the pyramids, the chair you sit in, the phone you use, and the clothes you wear. All were first conceived in the mind's eye before they became a physical reality. Your imagination is one of your greatest tools in acting as if everything works out for you. Use it to your advantage every day. Take the time to imagine yourself already living your wish fulfilled. Imagine the life you desire. Feel the joy and satisfaction. Feel the peace that comes from knowing that everything is working in your favor. And here's a secret. When you consistently imagine your desires as fulfilled, you will begin to notice subtle shifts in your world. Opportunities will appear seemingly out of nowhere. People will come into your life to help you, and circumstances will unfold in ways that support your vision. This is not coincidental. It is the natural consequence of living in alignment with the reality of your wish fulfilled. The greatest mistake people make when attempting to implement this practice is to focus on what is not working. When they encounter obstacles or challenges, they let those circumstances dictate their thoughts and feelings. But the truth is, what you focus on expands. If you focus on problems, you attract more problems. If you focus on solutions, you will figure out the challenge. If your focus is on everything working out for you, then it must be. That is the law of attraction at work. Remember, your feelings are a magnifier and a compass that guides you to your reality. If you feel worried, anxious, or doubtful, you are moving away from your destination. You are on the wrong energetic frequency. But if you feel calm, confident, and certain, you are cultivating the feeling of certainty and aligning yourself with the energy and frequency of your wish fulfilled. Even when the evidence is not yet visible, it is also important to release the need for control. Often this tendency hinders your progress. Letting go of control and surrendering to the flow. When you try to force your desires into being, thinking that if you work harder or push more, you can make things happen faster. But true creation does not come from force, it comes from flow. When you act as if everything always works out for you, release the need to control every detail. You trust that the hand of God is orchestrating events in your favor. When you allow things to unfold naturally, this doesn't mean you do nothing. You will still take action, but it will be inspired action. You will feel a nudge, a pull, an intuition guiding you toward the next step. And because you are aligned with the belief that everything is working out, the actions you take will be effortless and effective. I want you to understand that acting as if everything works out for you is not a temporary state. It is a way of life. It is a mindset you carry with you in every moment of the day. When challenges arise, as they inevitably will, you meet them with the confidence that they are simply stepping stones on the path to your desired outcome. You do not let setbacks derail you, for you know that in the grand scheme, everything is working out in your favor. So now I invite you to step into your new reality, where everything always works out for you. Feel it in your bones, in your heart, in your soul. Live from that space of certainty. Trust in the divine will of God is working tirelessly on your behalf, and as you do, you will witness the unfolding of a life beyond your wildest dreams. Act as if it is, and it will be. Everything in life flows from a single source. When you recognize that you are one with this source, you begin to understand that all things, no matter how seemingly unrelated are working together in harmony to fulfill your desire. This simple truth is the foundation of acting as if, when you align yourself with this awareness, you shift from a mindset of scarcity and lack to one of abundance and faith. You begin to realize that life isn't happening to you, but rather it is happening through you. This shift in perspective changes everything. You no longer feel the need to question every event, every encounter, or every challenge. Instead, you realize that each moment and every situation is part of a grand design. It's not random or chaotic. It is perfectly orchestrated for your highest good. Even those moments that seem like failures or setbacks are integral pieces of the puzzle. They are necessary for your growth, preparing you for what's to come when you trust that everything is working out. Even in the moments of uncertainty, you tap into a deeper sense of peace and clarity. There is great power in deciding that everything is always working out for you. This decision anchors you in a state of unwavering faith. Once you make this choice, your life begins to reveal things that once seemed impossible now feel within reach, as if the very fabric of reality is bending in your favor, and it is the moment you choose to live from this place of absolute certainty. The universe responds in kind. What you believe becomes your truth, and your world rearranges itself to match your inner conviction. But how do you maintain this belief when things appear to be going wrong, when life seems to be falling apart, when obstacles pile up? How can you continue to act as if everything is working out? The key is to remember that appearances are but a temporary illusion. What you see in your physical world is merely a reflection of old energy, outdated beliefs, and past thinking. It is not set in stone.